welcome to the NILECAST on Westnile television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name is Okumuringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines. In the headlines tonight, Onduparaka Stadium saga resolved in Arua City. The body of the late Justice Stella Amoko Arach arrives in Nebi district. And the Faster Choli Sub-Region Secondary School Athletics Championship in Gulu City. This and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin. It's the 30th of June 2023 and you're most welcome to the NILECAST on Westnile television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. Stakeholders involved in the saga surrounding Onduparaka Stadium yesterday had a joint stakeholders engagement at the resident city commissioner's office to amicably resolve the dispute. The conflict began when the management of Greenlight Stadium failed to reach an agreement with Osuru Maureen, an area member of parliament who had a function at the facility where she donated sewing machines to her voters. Farish Majid reports.
Stakeholders involved in the ownership of Onduparaka Stadium, also known as Greenlight Stadium, yesterday came together to peacefully resolve the conflict pertaining the takeover from the club's management. This comes after a week-long conflict that was witnessed on media between some members of the stakeholders, in which letters got circulated. In a close to 4 hours indoor meeting organized by the Arua Resident City Commissioner termed to be of security, in which journalists were barred from attending, some sources stated that the conflicting parties decided to reconcile and sign a binding document for them to equally benefit from the deal. Shortly after the meeting, Malon Avutia, the Ivu Division Mayor, regretted the incidences and blamed the fracas on exemption of some stakeholders in the management of the facility over the years.
What I want to regret so much for the last 12 years of the existence of the club has been the fact that these key three stakeholders have never come to sit down to agree on how the stadium should be managed. So if it is government function, what conditions are supposed to be for government to access the facility? If it is a church function, what conditions are there? If it is a Onduparaka primary school, which in this case is not the government, what is supposed to be the condition? Now, the Onduparaka Football Club management, where does their rights and responsibility stop? This kind of agreement has never been there. I want to regret that partly it is what led to the fracas. So.
Meanwhile, Drabe Godfrey, the head of communications and public relations at Onduparaka Football Club, called for calm as the issue gets resolved.
I would like to assure the general public and our fans that people should be calm. We have resolved the issue. People should resolve normally and we should interact normally. We should not attack each other. We should take this. The sportsman spirit is the spirit of fair play, not attacking each other. That should be taken positively. These things are there. Wherever there are gaps, this was the right time for us to fix the remaining gaps. And the protocol still.
Draparibayo Benjamin, who represented the Church of Uganda, appealed to the parties to respect the MOU that is yet to be drafted.
Concerning individuals or groups, so we are requesting them to use and understand carefully so that we stand firm ground.
Osoro Maureen, the woman member of parliament Arua City, urged the people of West Nile to support their own home clubs.
You know, I don't have any interest to support my club. That's it. I have no interest. This is my club. And you know, we the leaders are supposed to be supportive of the club. Because football, some club is a very, it's damn expensive. Damn expensive. How I wish that we the leaders, when they not only club, but there are many football clubs we have now. But when they come for support, they need us to support them, so we have to support them according to what we have in your own capacity. So I feel like this club has been part of the government, it has done a lot. If you have to send back, it's employing more than 60 people. Yeah, that is enough. So, and you're making that money. Look at the club itself, typically it's enough. So we look forward to working together with them in the future, And even now, let's do support our clubs in Westnile, not all the people are there, but all the clubs that exist in Westnile. We should offer, even if you don't have money, but what you can support them at your own level, you don't suppose directly. So the people of Korea City and the Westerners, we should be united as one, because football is something, sports is something that unites us. Without sports, we are doomed.
As per the result of the meeting, it was agreed that the club remains in charge of the facility as the parties await to sign a memorandum of understanding in 2 weeks' time. Farish Majid, Westnile TV NILECAST.
And more in our stories for the evening. The former court judge, late Stella Arach Amoko's body arrived in Nebi district awaiting burial set for the 30th of June 2023. The former Supreme Court judge's body arrived in Nebi district escorted by dancers and a band marching to the Nebi District Council Hall for a special joint district council sitting where after will proceed to the deceased home in Jubal Village, Jukia Hill Ward, Nebi Municipality. Let's have more on that story. And more in our stories for the evening. Moyo Town Council held a State of Affairs address to deliberate on a number of issues affecting the Town Council, such as early morning drunkenness, non-functioning street lights, and Witch Doctor Act adverts on the streets. The address that was held at the Town Council Hall was attended by the sub-county councillors, technocrats, and some members of the public and press. Okumu Dominic from Ajumani reports more.
Moyo Town Council holds the State of the Affairs address to ascertain the performance of the Town Council. The sub-county State of Affairs started by a normal council meeting that deliberated on a number of issues affecting the Town Council, such as early morning drunkenness being registered in parts of the Town Council, complaint on some street lights not functioning, and issues of witch doctors displaying their adverts in the streets of the Town Council, even after they are being warned against such acts, among others. Honorable Chandiga Caesar, the chairperson, Local Council 3, Moyo Town Council, opened his address by enlightening the members about the purpose of having the State of the Affairs address, saying it helps to sow direction and the performance of the Town Council, whether they are moving backwards or forward, and whether they are living up to their promises or not.
Now, State of Affairs basically is about making the people to understand which direction we're taking. Are we moving backward or we are moving forward? Performing well? Are we delivering on our promises? Are we delivering on service delivery? Are we on the right track? That is the essence of the State of Affairs. Others will continue staying here, but will not know where we are going.
He went ahead and outlined the achievements of the current council ranging from one department to the other, saying the achievements came as a result of teamwork among the council members.
Mr. Speaker, as a council, we have undertaken the repair of the abattoir by constructing septic tank, drainage tunnel, and manure pit as a council, and that was a great achievement for us. Mr. Speaker, we have constructed animal holding ground, 6 meter by 12 meter space with the chain net to control stray animals. We have now constructed our holding ground, something which has never been done here. We used to rely on Mossam County. Whenever we collect dogs here, we get to Mossam County. We now have ours, which is new. It has not been commissioned. We will plan for it to be commissioned and then test it.
The chairman also raised some of the challenges hindering further achievements and provided recommendations to help mitigate the challenges.
Under production, the challenges, there are a number of challenges. Among others, there is little fund to carrying out development project in town, void spell in the entire past season that massively affected production, no reliable transport means, among others. The way forward, there is continuous training and mindset change, provide reliable brand new motorcycle to ease movement, provision of funds for extension services and developmental projects.
Honorable Amoko Richard, the district councillor representing Moyo Town Council, who is also the district speaker, lauded the council members of Moyo Town Council for their tireless effort in ensuring the rapid development of the town council.
And even a group of people who still want to stick and say Moyo Town is not developing. It's better they should either leave this town and go away. Because this town is not like one way to go. So I commend all of you for the hard work, for really also the technical team listening to the political side of driving their mission. Because in the political side they can bring the ideas, but our brothers on the other side, if they don't implement, it shall fail. So it is now thinking, we need to think more and more.
This is the second time the state of the affairs for the sub-county has been held, with the first one dated back last year. The councillors used the state of the affairs address as a yardstick to measure their strengths and weaknesses. The address that was held at the town council hall was attended by the sub-county councillors, technocrats, some members of the public, and the press. For Westnile TV News, I'm Dominic Antonio Kumo reporting from Moyo.
And more in our stories for the evening. The students who have been newly graduated today from Aurora Technical Institute, Ragem, have been called upon to sustainably use the skills that they have acquired from the institute in order for them to succeed in life. This is the second time the institute has organized a graduation since its inception in 1983. Dennis Saringi reports more.
Over 100 students of Ragem Technical Institute who attained different technical disciplines today were graduated. Speaking during the graduation ceremony organized at the institute, the principal, Francis Omo, says it is the second time the institute is organizing graduation.
The institution was established in 1989, and 30 years we held our first graduation last year. We graduated over 5,680 graduates.
Principal didn't underscore the contribution made by the security officers who helped the institute in managing the indiscipline cases that the institute was registering.
We started the institution with a lot of battle with these young people you see. And that is why we had to work very closely with my friend, the DPC Igbo Division. Unfortunately, we did not enroll any with the Commissioner of Prisons. They did not have chance to put on the yellow uniform.
The Education Secretary, Arua Diocese Reverend Father Asaga Emmanuel, hails the management of the institute for the tremendous work being done in as far as providing technical education to the youth is concerned in the region.
This occasion is a clear manifestation of the dream of the Diocese of Arua to empower young people of this region with technical and vocational skills that can sustainably earn them a decent, sustained livelihood.
Some of the students who graduated hailed the principal of the institute and the entire staff for their endeavors that have contributed to their success at the institute.
I feel so good and comfortable because this is a day I've been expecting and it has come to pass, and I enjoy every bit of it because it is a lifetime, event. Everyone hopes for it and it needs a lot of struggle.
So I really felt very happy, even beyond control. I don't know how to express it. Why? Because it has been in my wish that at least my class should be the best. And I thank God that God has made my dreams come true, that building construction has become the leading class. Actually, I felt so happy. And the next gratitude I also want to express to the principal. I know it has been something that to some people it sounds very new, because it has never been in the history of this institute whereby somebody has just come for the first time and they started producing some fruits of this kind, and I really express my happiness to the principal.
We are so happy that we are graduating today. It was through the effort of our parents, most especially this goes to my guardian, who's by the name Chandia George.
The resident city commissioner, Rua City, implores the graduates to use the knowledge acquired from the institute to transform their lives.
Continue and continue and continue until you reach the highest. Do not now go and start over drinking because you've got a certificate. Do not go and become kings in the villages because you've got certificates. It is just the beginning.
Meanwhile, Nasaja Jalia from Uganda Business and Technical Examination Board, who represented the Secretary General of Uganda Business and Technical Examination Board, says technical education is the way to go if development is to be achieved in the country, and says the world requires technical people in order for its development to be achieved.
You look at the new training and assessment and say, for me at least, if I must get skills in baking and confectionery, that when I have a party at my home, I can be able to make the cake for myself. So even the parents that are here, we are calling upon you to come and embrace skills training.
Arua Technical Institute Ragem is one of the technical institutes in Uganda that are fully furnished with state-of-the-art machines and technology that are used by the learners as learning aids. Dennis Oringi, Westnile TV, NILECAST.
And more in our stories for the evening. Holy Trinity Logiri Girls Secondary School and Vura Secondary School emerged champions of the 2023 Arua District Secondary School Athletics Competition that took place at a junior primary school sports grounds in Arua District. However, the education lovers were not impressed with the level of turnout of the competition, as 8 out of 20 secondary schools in the district participated in the competition. Frederick Jamadri reports more.
Logri Girls, the only girls' secondary school in Arua District, has lifted the giant trophy for the 2023 Arua District Secondary Schools Athletics Competitions as the champions upon garnering 184 points in a point difference of 36 from the second-placed Vura Secondary School. On the other hand, in the boys category, Vura Secondary School were crowned the champions with 185 points, followed by Okufra Secondary School. Some of the participants are hopeful that this sporting activity, believed by several people as the hardest of all, will one time turn around their dreams of socio-economic transformation.
True athletics is the hardest sport, but for me, I just feel athletics, if you want to talent become treasure, only to use. That's why I just put interest on athletics in the neighborhood.
Actually, this one goes to my letter because he encouraged me a lot, but I lost him.
Among the few participant secondary schools include Logri Girls, Okufra, Vora, Usinti, Nile Hayodea, Otoko Modern, Bondo Army, Arivo, and Anavu secondary schools. This few turning up of the schools in the co-curricular activities has sparked emotions among stakeholders of education, prompting the Inspector of Schools in Yarua District in charge of games and sports, David Dramadri, to schedule a censor meeting for 7th of July 2023 as many schools continue to abscond the co-curricular activities, yet this is part of the education calendar. The race that commenced on 27th for 3 days presented only 8 schools in participation out of 20, and this was flavored with various activities including talent show. This was equally an opportunity for the business persons to reap.
A few days. Yes. Something like 200,000.
Okay.
Alfred Okunzi, Yarua District Chairperson, encourages young people to desist from drug abuse and acts that may lead them to child marriage, teenage pregnancies, and rallies them to venture into agribusiness.
Let them not take such events lightly. Let them take them seriously, because you come and cause socio-economic transformation. As you participate in the athletics competition here, you are also selling your goods and services.
Arua District Secondary Schools Athletics Competitions Committee has selected 41 participants to represent the district among the 13 local governments in the regional competitions for Westnile region, expected to commence on 1st of July 2023 at Munich Teachers College in Yarua City. Frederick Dramadri, Westnile TV, NILECAST.
And to end our NILECAST for the evening, the Acholi Sub-Region Secondary School Athletics Competition commenced yesterday on the 20th of June 2023 with only 7 districts out of the 8 participating in the games. Stephen Okello reports more.
In front of Peche War Memorial Stadium, where actually today commenced its first secondary school athletics championship. And inside the pitch, 7 districts out of 8 are participating.
It is my district which has not reported. The reasons we are not aware, we have not got any official communication from them, but they seem to be having challenges of finance. But I'm happy that we have all the 8 districts here present.
According to court, the district who have failed to report in this competition will face disciplinary committee.
Definitely, if you don't report for an event, there's a penalty. Either they may not participate in the events next year at this level, or they will be charged to pay. So it depends.
However, the host, Robert Okot, the city sport officer, Gulu, commends the discipline being exhibited by the athletes and the fans in the first day.
Let us turn our guns to watch long jump, turn your gun to watch shot put, and the girls are yet to finalize high jump.
Right now,
when you have just entered Peche War Memorial Stadium,
it is the first time actually sub-region is organizing a secondary school athletic championship at regional level. This came following a drastic decline in participation at national level. Stephen Okello for Westnile Television, NILECAST.
And with that story, viewer, we've come to the end of the NILECAST on Westnile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the NILECAST to the end of the NILECAST, only on Westnile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that may follow. My name is Okumuringa Christine. Have a good evening.